So about a week ago, I reacted to Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, and somebody wrote in the comments, please react to Stone Cold Crazy live at the Rainbow 1974. Here we are. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. I know Queen's most iconic songs, but I would still like to react to the music videos, live performances, and go back to the songs that I've never heard before. So if you guys have suggestions, please comment down below. Also, feel free to check out my Patreon and Coffee platform. It helps out a lot. Okay. There's a ton of information here. All right. Well, I'm going to read it. You know, what the heck? We're here for the history and to learn. So, 1974 was a year of high achievement for Queen. They had their first two hit singles, Seven Seas of Rhye and Killer Queen, I know the latter, released two albums, Queen 2 and Sheer Heart Attack, and completed major tours across the UK, America, and Europe. In the UK, they performed 3 sold-out shows at the legendary Rainbow Theatre in London's Finsbury Park, one in March on the Queen 2 tour, and 2 in November following the release of Sheer Heart Attack. To mark the 40th anniversary of these shows, fans can finally enjoy Queen live at the Rainbow 1974, lovingly restored, re-edited, mixed, and digitally mastered, and including much previously unseen footage. The main show is from November, with, as a bonus, the only surviving footage from the March show. This is Queen dazzling their performance or their audience with an unforgettable show delivered with a skill and confidence which belied their youth. Very well. All right. Say no more. Let's get into the video. I can't I can't talk today. Excuse me. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on. Let's go.
This is a number on a Sheer Heart Attack album, Stone Cold Crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Dreaming every Sunday on a Saturday morning, I've been dreaming I was microphone. There's a rumor going round, but I'm clear out of town, now standing like a traffic storm. Here come the dog, gonna break down the door, gonna carry me away once more. Never get it anymore, gotta get away from this stone cold floor. Crazy, stone cold crazy, you know.
Brian May on the guitar.
Rainy afternoon, I got a blow typhoon and I'm playing on my slide trombone. Anymore, can I take it anymore? Gotta get away from the stone cold floor. Crazy, stone cold crazy, you know. Watch out. Walking down the street, shooting people that I meet with my rubber told me what a gun. Here come the deputies, gonna come and get me. You gotta get me, get up and run. Got the sirens loose. I ran right out of juice. They're gonna put me in a cell if you can't go to heaven, make you let me go to hell. Crazy, stone cold crazy, you know.
That was so fast. I feel like I just got slapped by this song. I don't think I had ever heard it before, if I'm being honest. First things first, we hit the like. I am subscribed to Queen, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. So it's fantastic to see the live performance because we get an insight into what they were actually like. And as I understand it, this was in like their early days, based on the hairstyle and the actual sound of the song. Because to me, this feels more like a little bit of like punk rock of the era. Whereas after they started to, create songs that were more intricate, more introspective, deeper, with the theatricals, with a more type of like epicness to them. Not to say that this is an epic, like it's pretty cool, but it feels more like a straightforward, like here's a rock and roll song, like that drum pattern, like pretty typical of other songs that I've heard. But the way that he's singing here, delivering the vocals so quickly, it's like, speed running through it. That's got to be so difficult to do, just in general. It's almost like rapping, but it's different because he's not. I don't think he was rhyming that much. It's just a very like particular cadence, I guess, to what he was doing there. The showmanship, a 10 out of 10 as always. I mean, he knows how to sell the show. He's from the start, you could see that he had this fire in him, and you're probably just born with something like that. I mean, the talent is practice, right, in terms of the vocals, instrumentals, and everything else, but it's like that desire to be one of the greats. I think you just like have to be like one of the chosen ones, and you could just that stare on his face. It's so I don't know, just like iconic. And also to see the change of hair. I mean, not to like go all like fanboy in on Freddie Mercury, but of course he's one of the greatest to ever live in so many different aspects, right? Well, I mean, if we're talking about the band as a whole, with like the sound design, with the impact that they had on the culture, but to Freddie, of course, his voice and his showmanship. Stone Cold Crazy. All right, so now we're going to do some research here. And actually, first, I wanted to see what were the years of Queen. They came together in like 1971. Queen band years active. So the rock band has been active from 1970 to present. They're still going, I think, with the current singer being Adam Lambert. The band officially formed in London in 1970 and spans a continuous career across two primary eras. The original era, from 1970 to 1997, almost 30 years. This period features the classic lineup of Freddie Mercury, Brian May, Roger Taylor, and John Deacon. Is John Deacon the drummer that also has incredible vocals? I'm asking. I'm still, learning. So if you guys have more information aside from what I'm reading here, please write it in the comments as we learn together and we go on the journey. Following Mercury's death in 1991 and Deacon's retirement in 1997, the core band officially suspended regular operations. And now the modern era, from 2005 to present day. Brian May and Roger Taylor revived the band's touring presence under the moniker Queen Plus, performing with vocalists like Paul Rodgers and Adam Lambert. Ah, okay. I think this is like one of the few times that I have seen a band do this. And I know at this point I'm getting carried away from the original song, but we're talking about music here. The fact that they decided to go under a new moniker, Queen Plus, I think that's respectable. And maybe that is the way to do it, because a lot of people are going to say, well, Freddie's no longer here. It's not the same band. It's not the same sound. You cannot replace Freddie. So going with Queen Plus, I think that is like just like the perfect course of action, because you don't want to start a new name altogether. And, in their case, Brian and Roger still wanted to make music, play and perform. Then, why not just, do your thing, but with the added. Maybe a band that could have done that to avoid a little bit less like controversy would have been Linkin Park, right? After the loss of Chester Bennington, they could have done the same thing, Linkin Park Plus. I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing that bands do, but okay. Learning about it, and now the song here, Stone Cold Crazy. Like he was saying the words so fast that it was hard to catch some of the lyrics. So that's why we go into the deep research. Yeah, so this is widely recognized as a pioneering influence on thrash metal. Okay, that's what they're calling it, thrash metal. I can see it. The phrase stone cold crazy is an idiomatic expression that describes a state of absolute, undeniable madness or uncontrollable behavior. Okay, the term in the song can be broken down into a few distinct aspects. The idiomatic meaning, stone cold, an intensifying adjective meaning completely, absolutely, or without doubt. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. And crazy, experiencing wild, erratic, and or unhinged behavior. I understand this, but the song's story, the lyrics follow a frenzied cartoonish character who compares himself to Al Capone, living a chaotic life of crime. See, I completely missed this. This okay, they're all right. The chase. The protagonist experiences paranoia, runs from the police, and eventually gets thrown into a jail cell. And now the dilemma. Facing justice, he frantically wonders whether his fate lies in heaven or hell. What the heck? See, this is why I have to do the research. I would not have caught that, maybe even after like multiple listens to the song. It's like so in there. I wonder if people back then understood the meaning of the lyrics as we are doing now, because of course back in the day they didn't have internet, and I'm sure the lyrics wasn't like easily available, so people were just like, okay, I listen to it, this is what I get, or seeing it live, this is cool. Although with live performance, I feel like it's more about the actual like state of seeing the music being performed live. So you completely get mesmerized by the whole spectacle, and the last thing that's on your mind is probably the lyrics. The musical significance here. Proto metal. It is often cited as a prototype of thrash metal, predating the genre by almost a decade. This is a very like particular genre that I still have to learn more about. I'm sure I have reacted to bands that play this type of music, but it's not as easy to like point out as others. The track is famous for Brian May's rapid fire guitar riffs and Freddie Mercury's frantic spitfire vocal delivery. That's a good way to put it. Spitfire vocal delivery. Okay. The song was famously covered by Metallica, cementing its legacy with in the heavy metal community. I did not know that. Okay. I wanted to see the lyrics, because where does it say Al Capone in there? Did you guys get it? Am I just am I just slow or what? It's literally right there. I was dreaming I was Al Capone. There's a rumor going around. Gotta clear out of town. I'm smelling like a dry fish bone. Here comes the law. Gonna break down the door. Gonna carry me away once more. Never. I never want it anymore. Gotta get away from this stone cold floor. Huh. All right. Yeah, I don't think I have seen this type of rapid fire delivery from Queen in other songs. Not the ones that I know, at least. So, interesting. Okay. Well, there you have it, guys. There is the history. There is my commentary and reaction to the song. Again, the journey is just beginning. I will be here for more Queen, so feel free to stick around. Let me know your recommendations. subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.